Say it loud.
You're live.
So this is Senate Transportation. We are going live again. It is the 17th of February, and we are here to talk about S-261 and one of the sponsors, Senator Gulick.
Thank you, Chair Westman. The 17th was my birthday, so I appreciate you bringing that up.
Oh, it was the 17th. Sorry, we're Friday. We're the 20th now. I'm just a few days behind. And happy birthday.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thank you for having me in Chair Westman and committee. This is a bill that I will go over fairly quickly. It came to me from some of my wonderful constituents this summer, and I immediately went to my friend and colleague, Senator Harrison, to talk about what we could do to be helpful. The genesis of this bill.
Give me the numbers.
261.
Thank you. Yeah, S-261. This bill is coming from a group of folks who would really like to ultimately create a bike path that would go from the west bank of the Connecticut River, from the Massachusetts border all the way to Canada. So it would be this incredible bike path that would draw folks in from all over the world to come and use and enjoy and see the beautiful scenery in Vermont. The folks who brought this to me worked on the Burlington bike path about 55 years ago, and were obviously very successful with Senator Sanders in getting that going. And the bike path, which is a stone's throw from my house, has obviously been a huge success and brings a lot of folks into Chittenden County and Grand Isle. And so that this bill, as you can see, I hate to use the word simple, but it's fairly simple. It adds a definition to 12 ESA 5792. It just adds railroad property, railroad rights of way, utility corridors to which public access is permitted. So it's really giving, it's taking away some of the liability that railroads would have so that you could build a bike path near a railroad. Massachusetts and Maine both have this. It's called their Rails to Trails law, and it's been successful. So I wanted to bring it to you all.
What is this? Okay.
Go ahead.
What is section is this? Looks at this definition section about what is 5792, I guess. Like, what was it getting in the way of doing the bike path that this fixes?
It makes it so the railroads wouldn't be liable if something were to happen on that land.
So like this land means there's these other things where there's not liability in this. It's adding a
Right.
list of.
Yeah.
Right.
And I did bring the Massachusetts. It's just one page. It's a one pager that they use. If you wanted to read what they have in writing, it's actually kind of helpful. Gives you a good context of how it would give how it would help the railroads be able to promote this kind of multimodal transportation.
And it's just liability.
Yeah. Sorry, go ahead. Wendy.
No, I just wanted to address that because that this language, the way that they drafted it was they added a category to lands that are where people have trails along their property, and as long as they don't ask for a fee to go on it, then they're exempt from liability. So it's that part of the statute.
That's helpful.
Thank you.
Do they have to do a lease still? Do you know?
The railroad, or
With the, whoever does the bike path?
there's a lot more that would need to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
Yeah,
is just
yeah.
the first step.
This is just
The
the
railroads
first
don't
step.
Indemnifies.
The railroad,
Yeah.
liability.
right?
Yeah.
Right, because liability is a major barrier.
Yeah, exactly. So it would be the first in many steps in a long process, but it would help get things started.
This is a little different. I always thought that we should have a rail trail up the interstate. When you go to Colorado and you go through Glenwood Canyon and going west from Denver, driving through the trail runs right along the interstate. And I always thought that, like in 89, when you're above Royalton, there's nothing prettier and, and we own all the land.
Right.
So anyways.
Yeah.
We can do that too.
Yeah.
Is this like the one that we've heard about going up along the New Hampshire border?
Connecticut, along the Connecticut River, from
Right.
Massachusetts to Canada.
Right.
And we were both interested in doing this and heard from different folks. So I've heard from people in Massachusetts, and there are rail trails. In Northampton, there is a rail trail that's by an active railroad. The hard part is when it's an active railroad.
Yeah.
Because then there's obviously safety there. But this is intended to allow that to
Yeah,
or to be a one step forward.
it's easier when you're using a former railroad bed that's not used anymore. Massachusetts has done a ton of that, but this is for the active, like you said, for the active railroads.
And there's
The
the
liability.
Moyle Valley Rail Trail,
Mhm.
Yeah,
big effort that we've done.
Yeah,
This committee.
Yeah.
Definitely supported.
okay.
And there's a Windsor has reached out to you specifically.
Yes.
that's my understanding.
Yes, yeah,
Would we have to deal with utilities at all?
Probably, it would not be easy, but it would be worth it. Is what I would say.
I think,
I agree.
in the course of and we may not with crossover get to this, but in the course of our discussions with the rail division, when they come in on the budget, we can bring up the whole issue up.
Okay, great. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Okay?
Yeah, and I wonder if it helps with any of the existing rail trail.
Yeah.
We have, like the Cross Vermont Trail, which definitely people should talk to because they help whole organization, and that's a path.
I think
You mean the Swanson to St. J?
No, that's the Moyle Valley Rail
Yeah.
Trail. The Cross Vermont Trail is a different trail, and sometimes it's just on like Route 2. Sometimes it goes on a rail trail, like by my house, it's on a rail trail.
Okay.
That they have, you can get from New York to New Hampshire. Across.
Cool. And then once you're to New Hampshire, they have a ton of trails because they got rid of their rails.
Mhm.
Yeah.
we will, when the rail division comes in, we'll highlight that question to them.
Thank you.
Start.
Really appreciate it.
Thanks.
Thanks. Yeah, that was great.
Thank
Yeah,
you,
I'll see
and-
We'll see you soon.
Yeah, in a few minutes.
I think at this point, we've got a little time.